guys can't hear me. There we go. Now you can hear me. Alright. Good morning. I wanted to stay in bed just a little bit longer. I'm sorry. I was so tired. I don't know why I was so tired. I am about to jump into Max and X-Ray's Discord, but I just wanted to say good morning real quick. I know I can get a little distracted and I'm not great at reading chat while I'm painting, but I have my coffee. I made a mocha latte this morning, like most mornings. So this multi-stream thing is not working. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Good morning. Hi Mountain, hi Vanilla, hi Corey, hi Alexandro, hi Michael, and hi Keely. Good morning, Raven, over on Twitch. By the way, guys, I'm probably going to start doing both Twitch and YouTube streams just for the fact that as of like 2 days ago, Twitch lifted the restrictions on the TOS about multi-streaming. So I will be on both now. That way I think it's going to be better that way. So I don't actually have I should probably pull that up. Oh, what did I just do? You're over here too. Hi. Corey's in 2 places at once. What? Let me pull my Twitch dashboard over here. Dashboard. Dashboard. There we go. Why is it on that? I thought I said to update. I thought I said to update the stream name. Just informed me earlier. Well, I don't stream much on Twitch, so there we go. Now I have the right thing on there. I think it's partner. That's dumb because Dan Clancy just said like a couple days ago that you can now multi-stream. I heard that it was just like you just can't do like have like the chat up. I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's really convoluted and they need to explain a little bit better. Which seems to be the same consensus for everybody right now regarding it. Let's move this. We're gonna move Pikachu right there. And then where do we want this Pikachu? By the way, look at this freaking Pikachu my husband got me. Look at this thing. This is such a cute freaking Pikachu. I love it so much. He sits on my desk down here. I have another Pikachu. I put it upstairs. And just stay there. Okay, I'm gonna jump into... Actually, I need to pull up their streams first. too. I just want that. That's fine. All right, we'll put X-ray there. And then we'll put Max right next to her. Don't want your chat, silly. Storm Hunter, thank you for the 9-month resub. If you see a crime happen at an Apple store, does that make you an eyewitness? Oh my lord. Oh, nope, that's not the... Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not what I wanted. Here, Max. I'm trying to fix things. Come on. I'll put you both right there. It is not perfect, nor will it be perfect. Okay, that's what you guys get. That's all you get. Okay, got it. Sweet. Cool. Alright, now I'm gonna jump into Discord. Because I'm a slacker.
No, I think these are all smart decisions. Would you,
Oh, my
like
dad,
this?
I'd buy him an apartment down the road.
Oh, there you go. I was
That
gonna
would be
say,
my
would
big
you?
purchase. And my house. Those two.
Well, those would be huge investments. I think a lot of people would say like, oh, well, I would invest it, I'd put some of the money into the bank or I'd invest it in here, whatever. But by
No,
purchasing that
X-Ray Girl has
property,
to come and live next door to me.
oh,
Oh
that's
yeah, I would have a.
right.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I would have a actual home, in the States. I'd buy it, and you know what I'd end up doing if that's actually not too bad? I would hire a cleaning service and then have the Kara. When I'm not here, can you make sure like things are good? I'll pay you the maintenance fee per month to deal with stuff for me. Hopefully that's not too bad to deal with stuff.
No,
Because
you
if
have
I'm not
to
there,
live there full time.
I can't live there full time. I don't have a green card.
I told you, you can marry me. It's fine. We'll make it work.
It sounds like a flawless plan. I see nothing wrong with this
Exactly.
whatsoever.
Well, the
See,
only person
Max
that
gets it.
we need Mark to seem more chit chatty with your husband. It needs to seem believable to the government.
Yeah.
Mark has to turn his straight wood into gay wood.
Just start putting pride flags in his bio.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, before I tell the story, good morning, Kara.
Good morning.
Yes,
guys.
good morning. Oh my
Hi.
gosh. Hello.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's all
My
good.
bed was just really comfortable this morning. And
That sounds,
It's all good.
I was very
that sounds
tired.
lovely.
I meant to ask. You have to send me which bed you have because I was actually looking on Sleep Number.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, they will deliver to Canada, but I have to order it from the States. So this is a possible investment I might make depending on how things go. Maybe if I take the 10 million.
Yay, there you go.
We got the I-9, I think is what it's called. It's like a
I-9,
special edition one. Let me see.
Okay.
Sleep Number.
Because there's a bunch of them with the in-app capabilities that sound like the
Yes.
ones that you have.
Yes, all of them have that.
Oh, so I don't have to get like the fanciest of the fancy because there's one that's like 9K that I'm like, oh, and that's in US dollars too.
Yeah, I wanted that one, but that's too much. I think the one that we got was like 3K.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let me see.
So I was surprised by this number, but there's a woman who works in my dad's office, and she's lovely. And for her birthday, we were going to try and get her something nice because she does so much great work. And so I asked her, I was like, what is it that you would really want? Like, what's something that you have your eye on? And she said, a Dyson. And I was like, oh, like a Dyson vacuum. And she goes, oh no, like a Dyson hair curler.
Oh,
I
yes.
was like,
Oh yeah, they
Those
look
are like
cool.
$500.
Expensive.
So I go, oh yeah, like, you know, a Dyson hair curler. Okay, like, what are we talking, like $50 here, you know? So
No.
I check on Amazon and I go, holy shit, this thing is $500.
It's a really nice gift if you get it for her.
I was about to say, man, I mean, talk about beds and like bed pricing. Like you could get a bed for $500, let alone a, you know, hair curler. But
Yeah.
so yeah, the stuff that you ladies do for beauty, it's pretty incredible, I gotta say.
Yeah. Okay,
You
so
don't
the
need
bed
it.
that I
want-
got is the ILE.
ILE.
Yeah. It's currently on there for $5,500, but we got ours on sale for Labor
Oh,
Day.
okay. Okay, so we just wait then.
Yeah.
Ooh, Black Friday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
and that's
sorry, shoot,
just
I
for
didn't
the
mean to be-
mattress. That's not including the base.
Oh, there's a base that you have to buy too.
You don't have to buy the base. We already had an adjustable base for our Tempur-Pedic, but it's just there as an option.
Interesting. So we might have to buy a new frame as well then.
So are you doing like a queen or a king?
King.
Oh, king is 6,100. So
It's pricey.
yeah.
That's why I was like, ooh, and a base. But I mean, if
You don't have
this-
to use the base. We really don't use our base a whole lot.
I mean, I haven't bought a
can-
new bed for like since 2015. So
Yeah, that's
10 years.
yeah, that's the same age that our bed was.
Kara, can y'all get away with a queen just because of how tiny you are?
Yes.
But your husband
There's-
is so big.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
It's because I only take up like a third of the bed.
Oh, but then Gus tries to get on it. It's
Oh
like,
no,
boy.
but Gus
Gus
isn't
not
a bed
allowed.
dog. He has his bed at the end of our bed. So
Smart.
You know, I have tiny dogs, and they basically take up the size of a human. I don't understand it.
yeah.
Yeah, they create space. They
They
are
manifest
too funny.
it.
They
Yeah,
manifest it.
Jojo basically sleeps in the middle because it's the most protected and warm spot. And she's the smallest dog, yet she takes the most room.
Yeah.
By the way, Cajun Corey, thank you for the $4.99 super chat that just says boobs.
Mm,
Ooh,
I
Yeah,
are
have,
your boobs showing or something?
Oh,
Or
no.
lady?
No, actually, my husband just gave me shit because I just threw a hoodie over my pajamas. So
Oh,
he's like,
I
that's
love it.
cheating
How is it cheating?
because I didn't actually get ready for stream.
Oh, yeah, we're lazy.
Yeah, and it was either that or show boobs. So hoodie.
I mean, I'm sure he's fine with you showing boobs
yeah, he
because
doesn't
he
care.
gets to see them boobs.
Exactly. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's like, you got enough. Share the love.
Share the love.
what a kind and giving man.
He is. He's a very
Audience.
generous husband, and not just
Generous.
for me.
Audience
Yeah.
needs to know.
Yeah.
It is speaking of boobs, it is so funny how an entire generation of men and essentially be fine with doxing because someone has boobs, because the whole sniper wolf situation. I don't know if you guys have been following that at all.
Yes. By the way, you
Love
almost made
that.
coffee come out of my nose, and I don't appreciate that.
Like snorting?
look.
You were about to snort?
Because I said boobs.
Yes.
Speaking of
Speaking of boobs, as I was taking a drink of coffee.
I could always talk about boobs. Come on, Kara, you know
No.
this.
I know.
Basically, you say boobs and Max appears. Huh?
Yeah,
What?
it is.
That's the Beetlejuice. The
Yeah.
Beetlejuice in him.
Yes.
Boobs, boobs, boobs.
Is-
Max.
It is my magic power. I can sense it.
You can
My booby senses are tingling.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my god.
Speaking of wood, that's normally when I go, oh yeah, there's probably boobs around somewhere. You know how like Spider-Man gets like his spidey senses?
His Peter
Mhm,
Tingle.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Tingle?
Same thing with me, but just downstairs.
Oh my god.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
it must be tingling all the time then. How do you
No.
handle all that action?
Oh,
I wish
God.
it happened all the time, but no, that's not the case. Maybe in Tennessee, yes, absolutely. In California, no, not at all.
You'd have to be careful who you end up like hitting on in California. You never know if they're
You
actually
never
like a
know.
man or a woman.
You never know.
That's the risk.
Yeah.
It is.
They're getting real good at it. It's tough to
Yeah. They're traps for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got called a potato, and I
Oh.
don't disagree with that.
You were who are you called a potato by?
Illyrial in my Twitch chat. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, but Twitch has lifted the restrictions on
Oh, you're
multi-streaming.
dual streaming.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a big win for them, I think.
Because they're
Yeah.
losing people based on that stupid policy.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Losing money, losing creators.
Mm-hmm. So it was dumb in the first place. Like, it was so stupid. And the
Yeah.
more you're like affiliated with like the partnership and all, the worse it gets. And I saw Camelot when I was on stream. He was chatting about how apparently the Twitch CEO, he started
Dan.
streaming, and he couldn't get partnership.
Oh,
They denied him the
God.
first time.
That's
Oh my god, that's
freaking hilarious.
so funny.
And well, because I don't think they knew it was him either, because I'm sure he could just say a word and, he gets it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
every person I've ever known that has tried to become a Twitch partner, they usually get denied the first time.
Yeah.
And apparently it's a very common thing that, like, they try to make it exclusive and they'll deny you, and then they'll try to see what your social media is and how you react to it if you get mad.
Well, I mean, think about how many people, especially for YouTube as well, but like how many people are actually streaming on Twitch or have a Twitch channel that they're like streaming to maybe one person. You have millions, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that are trying to stream to this platform. So by denying them the first time probably gives you a better idea of like who wants to actually be there, if that makes sense. I guess kind of weeding out the actual streamers from people who are just like, I don't know, not really focused or interested in it. But
And I think that, like, if everyone says that they get denied right away, I think that says something or is a problem to the way they run the program. Because
well, it also doesn't help that the Twitch CEO looks like the Crypt Keeper.
I know, but
And,
I like that.
You like that?
I think I'd rather a dirty hippie rather than some like
the dear lady.
CEO, like than like a CEO looking
Oh, like
motherfucker
a
who knows nothing about
clean and
Twitch.
right, right, like a clean and polished businessman type.
Yeah, I'd rather somebody who's actually like in like trying to do it and trying to be involved in it. And that's one thing I really
Well,
respect about Dan Clancy is that he's actually like he's in it. He's not
Okay.
just a suit and tie trying to make money. He's actually out
Yeah.
there trying to stream as well and trying to learn the ropes and trying to meet the community. Like I saw him out to lunch or he went out to In and Out with some of my friends at TwitchCon this weekend.
Oh wow,
oh,
So like
nice.
he's in it.
That's super
that's a lot
interesting.
more respectful than some of the people that were out there for sure.
Yeah, and so that's one thing I really respect about him is he's listening. He's he's really like in the trenches to try and see what works best.
Because I
It'll
was
be
gonna say,
interesting for sure.
oh,
Is
go
he
ahead.
new? Is he new?
Yeah, he's new within the last like year or so, I believe.
Hopefully it improves because Twitch has gone steadily downhill since like I started because it was
Yeah.
fun at the time, but then they keep changing the rules and
Ever
then,
since Amazon took over, it has gone downhill. Because I started like I was on Twitch before Amazon acquired it. And it really went more geared towards profits rather than the creator and providing features for the creator than anything.
well, and that's the reason I wanted to stream on Twitch was the interactivity for the creators with the audience that is in your chat. Like you can do so much with Twitch, but it felt too much and like the corporatization and DEI stuff felt like very prominent
Mm-hmm.
with their practices.
It feels like everything Bezos touches that isn't business related just turns to crap. Like you look at every creative decision made. I mean, granted, you do have some really good shows like Reacher and what was that one with Chris Pratt?
Terminalist.
Terminalist. Thank you so much. But I mean, like Rings of Power and Wheel of Time are some of the worst products to come out. And you know, if we're excluding Disney from the conversation. So yeah, anything really creatively based, I feel like Bezos just has no clue what's going on. But when it comes to business decisions and running the actual platform of Amazon, I think he does a great job. But yeah, he should not be involved in creative decisions anymore, whether
Well,
it's
it's
Twitch
'cause
or
he's
entertainment.
not
or
a
anything.
creative himself.
Correct. Yeah. And he doesn't, you know, because normally if you're a businessman, you know how to hire people or who to hire, and that should be one of your skills is to be like, I know I'm not a creative, so I'm going to hire these creative talents to take over. And if you can't do that, then
That's your
kinda-
job. That's your number one job as a CEO. I mean, that's what like Eric is doing. Is like, but he is a creative, but he's also bringing in people who know the industry and
Right.
know what they're doing to try and make the best out of Riververse.
And that's your job as a CEO. If you can't do it, you have to defer someone to do their expertise, and hopefully you find the right people.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. Gosh, I don't like being a boss, so let
You
the
don't like being
bosses do their thing.
you don't like being a girl boss, X-Ray?
I mean, I like being a girl, and I like being the boss of myself.
You like
Does
being
that
the boss
count?
of Mark.
Mm.
Oh, well, sometimes it's a little bit of both, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark, where are the handcuffs?
I can just see him saying, okay, never mind.
You're like, I'm gonna say something.
I can't say something. I can't say it. Foot and mouth situation. I ain't no Jada
am
Pinkett.
paying attention to you. Thank you very much. I'm just focused and talking.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know this. Amazon started off with books because they were easy to sort and categorize.
Yep.
Actually, I had no idea.
Did you know that another fun fact, we learned this in one of our classes the other night. Amazon was actually going to be called, well, Bezos's first name for the company was going to be Relentless. So it was going to be a book company, you know, selling books online, but he had the name, the domain name for the website called Relentless. And he asked his friends, he was like, so I'm going to do this book thing. And they're like, Relentless sounds pretty aggressive, my dude.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're running a gym or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't do Relentless for books. And so, sure enough, Amazon came up. But yeah, I mean, think about, would anyone be buying books from a website called Relentless? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think if he did like a good job on the creative aspect, making sure he had good books, maybe.
Yeah.
And cheap, but who knows
It
what
just
life would
says
be.
Relentless would have made the dystopia even more apparent.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, that's true.
Yep.
That's true. Gosh. Yeah,
So,
life is so much
I'm-
easier with Amazon though. I will
Yes,
say.
I agree.
yes. So, do you guys want to hear a funny story we were talking about? Oh, okay, never mind.
Wow, Kara! Hardcore this morning.
I love spicy potato.
Tater Kara is crazy.
Tater.
Spice. I just got called a spicy potato.
Spicy potato.
And
Spicy
I'm
potato.
okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Which
I
is
want
funny
some,
because
I really want to like go make up some like potatoes, like some chopped up potatoes with like some smoked paprika and stuff on them. That sounds that sounds so delicious.
Do that for lunch.
well, I was gonna say it's breakfast time, so maybe you could do some like hash browns with some peppers or something. in there.
Ooh. That sounds nice.
That does sound good.
But I know that we were talking about gay wood earlier. To bring it back to
Wow, you have like gay wood on the mind, I think.
I guess I do. Maybe it's just because Josh is in the chat. I'm just like, I can't
Josh.
get my mind off of it.
It's relentless at this point.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of relentless, yeah. So I've been talking to a girl at my gym,
Oh.
and
Uh-huh.
and like I'll see her. I've probably seen her for maybe like the past, I don't know, 2 months in there, and I'll just come up and been like, hey, like I think the conversation started with like, hey, that's a cool tattoo or whatever. And I didn't get the, oh, I have a boyfriend. So I was like, okay, all right, we're off to a good start. You know, I didn't get the, I have a boyfriend. So, so then I would just go like, oh, what are you training today? Or what are you working out at the gym today or whatever?
Small talk, okay.
Yeah, just like some simple, super
s-
innocent small talk.
Not anything that's just like, man, your ass looks great in those shorts, or
Did they? Did they?
did they?
I mean, they did, but,
I hope she's in the
or else-
chat.
oh
She's
God.
probably blushing so much right now. We're
Well, I wouldn't-
horrible.
I wouldn't say any. I wouldn't. I mean, of course, never mind. Yeah, you're at the gym. You're there to get your assets on. So,
Uh-huh. What assets were you getting on?
oh, I train everything. As a guy, you can't neglect. You got to do legs. You got to do shoulders and chest and arms and all that. Back,
Gotta be
and,
all
like,
around.
Okay, but that
Yep.
day, what were you working on?
Oh well, she comes in at different times during the day, and like sometimes I'm about to leave while she's coming in, so it just depends. But I think most of the time that we have the same schedules when I'm training like shoulders. But all this being said, she trains with her friend, who's another girl. So I started to talk to both of them and kind of got to know them, and they're super cool and they seem really nice and kind. This week, I finally was like, you know what? No more, pooping around. I'm gonna actually like ask her for a number, or ask her for her Instagram first, and then
No,
talk
don't
to
ask
her.
for her Instagram. Don't do that.
Oh well,
Why?
it's
Is
already
it-
done. It's already done.
Well, it's a good thing that I asked for Instagram because the twist of the story is that they're lesbians. So another L for old Maxi boy over here. So,
Sure,
yep.
they're lesbians and not like, you know, like were they kissing in the photos?
They have pride flags in their bio, and they were
Oh.
making out on vacation. So
No,
Aw.
Max.
Someone play the sad violin for.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I need my screen to go black and white, and then to just slowly zoom in while they play the violin. Yeah.
I'm sorry to laugh this hard.
I love
No,
you so much, Max.
I was laughing too because I was like, you know, oh, well, that's just my luck.
That's just your luck. Oh no.
My
Oh,
coffee's almost gone. I need more coffee.
that sucks.
So yeah, just another fun story in the life of Max here in
Well,
California.
this is what happens in California. The
Yeah.
one girl who you're like, oh, maybe.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
honey.
She seemed cool, and like it didn't, you know. I should have probably read the room more because I was like, okay, they trained together. Her and her friend trained together, but I didn't automatically just want to be like, oh, they're gay. It's like I wanted to at least get to know them a little bit, and they're still really cool. I mean, I'll still talk to them, and it's not like I'm, you know, I'm still gonna see them at the gym, and they seem like great people. But yeah, I got. You know what's funny is I'm wondering if she would have been like, "Oh, sorry, I have a girlfriend." You know, like,
Or, ooh, we've been looking for a third.
oh my lord.
Max, what would you do if that came up?
Would you?
Oh god, that's the question. Is like every guy's dream, right? There's a part of me that says yes, absolutely, but when it came down to like the time to like actually perform, there's a lot of pressure, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I think ultimately, knowing myself, I'd say yes, but
Knowing me, I'd say. Well,
I
she
would
was
have to-
hot, clearly.
I would have to amp myself up. But I don't think they. I don't think lesbians want to. They don't want that. They don't want the
Well,
unit.
I mean, someone could be bi, or they both could be bi. You
Maybe.
never know.
Is there a bi flag, or is that part of the pride
It's
flag?
part of pride. No, God, we got his mind turning now.
I can change her.
Andrew says women are crazy. Any dude who thinks he can handle more than one is even more crazy.
Well, you're only handling more than one for like an hour or so. I think that's different from dating more than
And
one.
if it's
True.
like, and because they're kind of into each other, you would have some help, right, from the other
Exactly.
one. So
You
it wouldn't
need a
just
break?
be
Yeah.
solely on you. You need a break. You need to
too
get some
much.
water. I'll be right back. I need a Gatorade. Yeah, no. So, I mean, just a funny story. It's, you know, it's ultimately innocent. You know, it's not going to go any farther than just seeing each other at the gym, which is fine. It's not a big deal.
But you can still admire, even
Yeah.
if you know that she's not gonna want the D.
Yeah, and I think I don't know. This is a good question for you guys. Do you think it could be normalized for men to give compliments that aren't sexualized to women? Like, so if a guy comes up to you at a coffee shop and he goes, "Hey, like, I'm not trying to hit on you or anything. You know, I just think you're absolutely gorgeous, and I just wanted to affirm you or give you like a compliment or something." Now, normally guys are not doing that now because women get a lot of attention, and they can also get very upset by this and potentially call it harassment or, you know, attacks and stuff like that. But I really do, like, I genuinely will see someone and go, I'm not necessarily attracted to them like in that way, but I think they're so attractive that I would probably say that would be my compliment, right?
Yeah.
But it
I
just,
think
I don't
that's
know, it feels
perfectly
odd.
fine. I think complimenting somebody, if it's genuine and like not sexualized or anything, I think that's perfectly fine. Honestly, I do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's perfectly fine, and I think it's something that we should normalize. That way, people aren't jumping to conclusions if somebody is paying them a compliment and being like, "Oh, you just want to sleep with me." It's like, no.
Or even it's not even just a compliment. It's talking to people.
Yeah.
You approach. Don't automatically think you're the hottest stuff ever. Okay.
Yeah. And
Ooh,
I think that's important.
Oh, go ahead. This is super interesting. Josh says, I lived with 2 lesbians and they both didn't mind having a dude on occasion.
Oh.
Interesting.
Well, and I will say this. Every lesbian couple uses some sort of phallic object.
Uh-huh.
They have to, right? Yeah, you can't not have
So,
something like that.
thank you, Josh, for telling us about the secrets of the lesbians.
Yes, thank you. He says, according to them, it was strictly a physical thing and they had no romantic leanings towards men. Interesting. All right.
There you go,
Okay.
Max. You ready to be a third?
Wish me luck. Wish me luck, guys.
I better hear a
report back.
story about this soon.
I'd be a changed man. I'd come back with a mustache and nothing else.
Oh my
and start
god.
liking a mustache. You guys would be like, Max, you've changed. I become like super cocky and arrogant.
What did you
I
do
don't
this
see that
weekend? 2
ever.
chicks at once.
Yeah.
Oh my god. 2 girls, 1 Max.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Good morning, chat. Hello, everybody. Yes, don't you love these just amazing talks that we have on our Sunday mornings? They
So
make me so
enlightening.
happy.
Conversations, yeah.
Yeah, so Andrew says you don't even have to say not trying to hit on you or anything. Just make it a simple, genuine compliment. Like, I really like what you did with your hair, or I love your smile outfit, etc. I mean, my husband does that for women, like, about, like, their hair and stuff. Like, I think it's perfectly fine. I have absolutely no issues with it.
Yeah, a compliment doesn't mean you're hitting. Although
No.
Ron says that you're hitting on complimenting is on a woman is totally hitting on them. But what's wrong with that? Say nice things. I mean,
I don't know if it's necessarily hitting on, because hitting on them means that you want to sleep with them, right?
You have
or like
some
you're,
sort of lustful intention.
yes,
attraction. Yeah.
it's all the intention behind the compliment. And
Yes.
if the intention is, by saying this, I will, get with this girl, that's totally different than, by saying this, I just want to recognize that she has, I don't know, that she's
An
Okay.
attractive
beautiful, or
human
her
being.
hair looks nice, or her,
Yeah.
yeah.
My favorite at the hospital when I work with like a lot of people when I wear makeup versus not wear makeup, the guys would be like, "You look so pretty today." I'm like, "Oh, thank you. I'm wearing makeup, so I appreciate that you notice the
Aw.
effort."
Honey, I have a question for you.
No, and that's the thing is like you have to take a compliment like that, like even though it's a bit of a you're wearing makeup so you look prettier. I'm like, that's the point. That is
Did you
the point of
guys-
wearing
Did you
Don't
guys
fight.
cover this on Poor Choices, or was this maybe a Twitter post? But there was that woman who complimented the black lady on her hair.
Oh,
she
that
was
was
like, "You always,
me.
yeah," and
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, you always have the most beautiful hair," and she's like, "I'd prefer if you didn't talk to me like that." And I'm
It's
like,
a
"What the
microaggression,
fuck?"
apparently.
Yeah.
Honey,
I
do have
always
one
say
more
this to
question
black
for
women.
Stream. So we're talking about how are we saying it? Complimenting a woman without it being sexualized, and how we need to kind of make it more common. And I said, like, you do it all the time for women. I think it's perfectly fine, and I think you should keep doing it. Like yesterday, you said to that woman, you're like, "I like your shirt."
Well, it's because I like your shirt.
Exactly, but you weren't trying to hit on her.
Yeah, but part of the problem is that a lot of women will think that you're hitting on them when you're not.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why we need to make it more common. That way, not like it's just. I personally think we should just make it more common. That way, if you're trying to be nice to somebody out in public, it's not an instant. Hi, sir. Hi, Gus. It's not a kind of like instant, like
Recoil.
trying to make a move.
I don't think it's the compliment's fault. I think
It's the people who are trained to think that any nicety is sexualized.
well, at the same time, there's guys that will, I don't know, it's kind of double-edged because if women were to do that randomly, you'll see nice things to guys or compliment guys. Well, for one, it rarely happens, but then it sticks in our head for a long time. We're like, we think
It
that
does.
is happy, but at the same time, some guys will take that compliment thinking, oh, she likes me, let's have sex with me.
Mm-hmm.
They'll pursue. So I don't know, that's a tough one, but I think it's all kind of about how the tone when you give someone a compliment. If you stand around and keep giving a compliment, then it kind of makes you creepy. But if you just kind of say it in passing, or like, hey, you look, I really like that shirt, or hey, you look awesome, and you just keep walking. I think a lot of it's in the tone. And you also got to think about the situation too. Where are you when you're giving a compliment?
A good head on
Yeah,
their
there's-
shoulders.
And that's there's so many things that you have to think about, and so many things to be like socially aware of, right? Like you were saying, where you are, what the context is, who you're
Yeah.
with, and who she's with, and
What
how
time
you
of
say
day?
it. Yeah, like there's so many things to consider, and it's all good. It's all, those are all
Yeah.
good points. I think it's overcompassed in the kind of situational and social awareness thing.
Yeah. For me, I always love like black women's hair because it always smells so good. I love the coconut oil when they use it. Oh, but I mean, whatever. It's hard to
Yeah.
deal with. Black women hair, I totally
I
get
couldn't
that.
do it. I like
Oh.
seriously like, and I've cut like black men's hair, and it always smells good, but it's just so coarse, and it's just so difficult to
Art
manage.
style.
Yeah.
Like straightening your hair is like hours.
Oh wow.
Like me, it's like
Yeah.
5 minutes for any black hair. Just to even do, you have to do what, like 10 passes almost?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I never did. Whenever I was doing hair, I never did any black women's hair because I wasn't trained in it and I didn't feel comfortable doing it. Now, whenever I was doing men's hair, I had a man that would come in every 2 weeks to help me practice.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
On his
That's
hair.
awesome.
Yeah, and he was so sweet. He was so and I would always give him a discount because he was okay, he was kind of okay, so you see this part here, this part typically grows this way or it goes this way. He's and probably the best way to he would kind of teach me while I was doing hair, and this is 8 years into me doing hair.
Wow.
So
Mhm.
I was yeah, you're awesome. And I think those are the interactions that we need to have more instead of just oh, you don't know how to do this, so you're racist. Just no, teach me.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
it's hard
teach
to
me.
learn. Especially if you come from an area that doesn't do it often, or the patrons don't come in. So you can't be mad at people for not being able to experience everything in the world. Can I be mad that you don't know how to use chopsticks? Can I call that racism? No.
Nope.
Yeah, I think a lot of individuals will say, "Oh, well, it's on you to lecture or it's on you to learn my history or learn my background and all this stuff." But if the individuals that are saying that also help us to learn about their culture or their environment, or like you were saying, Kara, this guy was open and honest to being hey, absolutely, I'll help you, because by helping you, I'm going to help a ton of other guys get their haircuts. Something as simple as that. Including myself, I'm going to get that discount, right? So,
Yeah.
it's,
It was a
it's
win-win
helping everyone.
situation.
And yeah, it just seems really self-centered and kind of, I don't know, just conceited to be oh, well, it's on you to do all this stuff. And, but all we want is like, hey, well, I don't mind doing the work, but you could help
Yeah.
out too. I
Provide
mean,
me with the
yeah.
resources that are unbiased, or at least put in the effort to help me, and I will be more receptive to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
And I don't think that's a race thing. I think that's a human thing. Like
Yes.
humans helping other humans should be a common trait.
Yes,
and it
I
just seems to not
completely
be.
agree.
But like even saying that you should do that, like as if you are demanding this mutual respect or like respect to me based on a history that I never even lived in, I think, or they lived in, I think is also another thing. Like it feels weird when it is a past experience. Like I could say so much stuff and be like, my parents went through the Vietnam War and blah 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 blah. You need to put respect on my name. But like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's so silly.
Yeah.
It's something I never personally experienced. I don't demand people to know that.
Yeah. And it's tough because they lived through that, but you didn't live through that. And well, maybe you lived through the aftermath of that. But everyone is going to experience things differently. Even if they're the same, like I've been to Baghdad and maybe someone else has been to Baghdad. Those two experiences could be drastically different. So to say that we are the same people and that you should respect both of us equally because we both blah blah blah, it's like, no, each human being is totally different, and to learn more about that individual is so interesting. And so it's almost patronizing to treat everyone like, oh, we've all had the same experiences, because I think the human experience is the thing that we can all agree that we've experienced, which is, being a human is tough. There are a lot of things that are really tough in life. And we all go through different things and little nuances that we all deal with, but that's why we have to give each other grace.
And like for me personally, like we can say like toxic males and white people and whatnot. I have been bullied by more people of color and women than white males in my life.
Oh, come on, X-Ray. We all know that white cis straight males are the scum of the earth. Come on. Especially ones that look like me.
I just think it's so silly because I'm like, I'm not defending that all white people are like good people. I'm just saying, like, just at least in my life, I'm like, you can't say all people are good people. Say most people.
Yeah.
Majority.
And what's so interesting is that you really see kind of the bigotry of individuals who it's kind of like, I think Carrie Smith was talking about this. I love Carrie's posts because she's always very thoughtful and thought-provoking and very discerning with her words and everything. But even she was saying some of the most awful, hateful, bigoted things that has been said to her are from people who claim to be the most progressive and forward-thinking.
Oh, I hate when you get where you see the messages that are like anything to do with like deletion or if you're a good person, like you don't say those types of things to someone that you truly think are abominable.
Even my worst, like even the people that I believe are truly evil beings with like terrible intentions, they still deserve life. They still belong on this planet. So now, because like if you were to have conversations with people in person and look them in the eyes and go, oh my God, you're like actually a human being. Online, the aspect of being human completely is removed from the conversation, and I think that's why people have such an easy time saying, self-delete.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be
Because
able
they
to say that to a person.
In real life, no. Not
And
at
it's
all.
just like one facet of what you see online. A tweet shouldn't piss you off that much.
No, it shouldn't.
Although, I will say, the videos on Twitter nowadays are horrible. I don't get pissed off. I think they're so bad I don't even go on Twitter and waiting for the war to be over.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just getting started, but
I know.
Lady
And
G
this
and
is
I
the
were talking
worst.
about it.
Oh, I talked to Lady G, so I kind of know what's going on with that.
And,
I don't know if you want to talk about it, but
I mean, I won't sit too long on the point, but all that Lady G and I were talking about is basically because we're still, we're Marine Corps veterans. This could be a moment in time where they call us back because of what could be potentially going on. They've already sent units over there to the Middle East, so it's like, Lady G and I were just having a conversation about what that means for us as prior Marines and what that means getting called back, and so yeah. But
that breaks my heart because it's like you left for a reason and having to do your civic duty and not get your life started. And people are saying, "Oh, you're a horrible person." I'm like, he's literally saving you guys right now or helping out. Like, you don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough. There's a part of me that's like, you know what? I wouldn't agree if America goes back there. I think we need to sit back and kind of be very discerning with our next actions. I don't think we can rush into this again like we did in 2001. But if we were to go back and my nation called upon me, absolutely I would go. I mean, it's my duty, right, as a man to protect the country, and though the intentions are probably bad, it's probably to fund more politicians and to fund the what do you call that, industrial complex and all that good stuff, or bad stuff, I would still go, because it's like I said, it's my duty, it's what I've been called to do. I did it for 4 years, and if they needed me again, I would go, but I would go with a
Hesitantly.
bit of doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and if you didn't go, well, there could be consequences.
Oh yeah. No, it's not like I would have an option. So,
That's what freedom is supposed to be about, is to have options.
yeah.
You're
Isn't
a
that
Canadian.
wild?
You wouldn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Especially under the guy who's currently running things over there.
I always question, like, if this actually happened, because I have, like, a few military friends and family members. Like, I don't know, like, Mark, for example, would he be sent? I don't think he would, because the military still needs to run on this side of things, too. And I'm hoping they don't send the cripple over.
Oh boy.
And I mean this with
I
love,
don't know.
honey. Is he more of a liability, or will he actually, like, be as effective as other soldiers? I don't know. It depends on the field of operations, right?
Yeah, it's tough to say because he is, very knowledgeable in his field as a.
Oh, he's very good at it. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So in his job, he's very good, but in a combat situation, would he be able to, perform to the best of his capabilities due to his disability? And that would be something that they would have to think about. But
And
yeah,
like I
it's
said, they
tough.
still need people down here. So, I mean,
Mhm.
worst comes to worst, he might just be educating the next people coming in to do
Oh,
what he could do. That could be a
that's
possibility.
I think that would be a great job for him because he's
Yeah.
super knowledgeable. He speaks well, and I think that the next generation would really
Benefit.
benefit from hearing what he has to say.
Now, that's if they end up holding him hostage for however many long years this war takes. So we'll
Right.
see, because he wants to leave, and I mean, I support him on leaving the military. It's a very hard life, as you know, Max.
Yeah. And it's tough for the wives too. For you guys. You and Kara going through that stuff, whether it's Canadian Army or U.S. Army, the wives have to be really patient and understanding during that whole time that they're gone, so it's tough.
How long has your husband been out, Kara? I don't remember.
He's been out for about 10 years.
Oh, okay. So he's very,
Yeah.
he's been out very, very long time. Okay.
Yeah, so he was actually in the army before I met him. So I wasn't with him while he was in.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That doesn't mean I don't deal with any of the after effects.
Oh,
But,
The repercussions.
yeah.
Yeah. The weird stuff you don't even realize would be a thing. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll say this from, dating a girl who didn't understand what that meant, dating someone who has been in the military and is now out, but still deals with some of the things that happened. By being with someone who doesn't understand that, it's really difficult. Very difficult. I mean, obviously it didn't work out. So, so it takes a really, and I don't say this with a Disney thing in mind, but it does take a strong woman, not a strong female character. It takes a strong woman to actually
It does. It
be with
does.
someone who has that. So-
My so because Mark's kind of like slowly leaving, we were actually at a seminar, and one of the services that they have is counseling PTSD for not only, and I'll say Canadian government good for doing this, not only the person who's dealing with the PTSD personally, but the spouses.
Oh.
And
Mm.
how, yeah, because I mean, you never know what could end up triggering you. When she was talking about it and her husband were there, it's just like he's just angry, he didn't know how to express himself, and he was withdrawn for so many years and had depression. I can't imagine standing by and being patient and knowing what to do without those types of services. So
Mhm.
yeah, but that's something you never knew about. I'd say even 10 years ago,
Yeah.
because I don't know if that was even around back then. It's like a relatively new service they offer.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Americans do something like that version.
Yeah, that
I
would
don't
be
know
nice.
if they do. It would be nice. Would be nice.
Andrew Matthews with the $2. What is MVP's thoughts on the Cheesecake Factory question?
Oh, do you know about the Cheesecake Factory first date, Max?
Ooh, well, Cheesecake Factory it sounds like we're talking butts. So no, I'm kidding.
What?
You got that cake. You got that cheesecake.
Oh my god.
No, but yes, I do know the Cheesecake Factory question of, and I believe you guys covered this on Poor Choices, potentially.
Yes.
If a woman is taken out to Cheesecake Factory, is that not fancy enough, right? Is that kind of the basis of it?
Yeah. Do you think that's a bad red flag for a first date to take a girl to a Cheesecake Factory?
No. And I think it's almost as simple as that. Because like you could honestly like take a girl to coffee and that woman could meet you and be like, this is the man I'm going to marry.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the setting or where you take her. I think it's the interaction that you have on that first date that really makes a difference. So I don't know. I think if you're really hung up on the fact that he took you to California Pizza, or not California Pizza Kitchen, Cheesecake Factory.
Your
It's
intentions aren't there for the date. It's not there for the
Or the
person.
food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how I see it, because that shows more about the girl than the guy.
Yes.
And to be honest, the guy was going to take her out to a really fancy restaurant. They were late because she took too long. She was late to the date.
Oh.
No
And
way.
he
I did
picked-
not
he
know
picked her
that.
up. Yeah. When I found that out, my jaw dropped. He had booked the Aria Hotel restaurant, which
Wow.
alleging in the chat was like a $500-600 meal,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
because she didn't come down on time. He was supposed to pick her up for reservation at 5. He had to
Pull
improvise,
an audible. Yeah.
which I think You have to understand for a reservation if you're late. A 5 o'clock one too. That means that you could get the 6 o'clock one.
Yeah.
That you screwed up.
Damn,
that's
that
on
changes
her.
the entire scenario. The fact that she was late. Oh my god.
And he was waiting downstairs of our apartment.
Oh my gosh.
The whole hour.
Bro, these TikTok women need a different reality. Like, that is so pathetic. Because
Yeah.
the only reason she posted that video is to get likes and attention.
Yeah.
You know, it's not to actually like put a light on, you know, hey, this is something that I think we should talk about. It's like, no, she just wanted attention.
Yeah.
I think she thought she was in the right for that situation.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You
Which
have to
just
be
shows
gracious to be even be taken out. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter where. Because
Yeah,
guess
that
what?
Yeah, and that's-
What if
pisses
he
me
made you
off.
pay for that dinner?
Like, oh, you're
Oh,
ready
yeah.
to split the bill, right?
That's such a good point. Like, oh yeah, so we're gonna split this, right? You know, equality and all that. So
Yeah.
You're a strong,
I'm a-
independent woman.
right, like I'm a male feminist, so if that's, you know, I don't mind giving equal power to you or whatever you want to.
50-50?
Yeah, right. That's fair. So you'll take $250 and pay for your meal, and I'll take $250 for mine.
Because you picked the most expensive thing on the menu.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh
god,
my
that's
God.
wild. But you know what? I mean, I saw something the other day where someone was saying, man, a lot of the women that I've been going out with from these like dating apps, really have been wanting to get coffee, not dinner. And
Really?
yeah, one, it could be that they just want to test the waters, right? You know, they don't want to do a full-on dinner with someone that they don't necessarily enjoy being with. But two, what this guy thought was that they had been taken to so many dinners where they had to pay their part.
Oh my god, I need to find this TikTok and react to it. Oh my
Did-
god, that's hilarious.
That they were like, oh no, actually, coffee is better because I really don't want to pay for dinner. So,
In case
my
it turns
gosh.
out that way. Because that's
Yeah, in
how you have
case-
to go
yeah.
into it.
right? Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Because, I don't know, I always said coffee dates are the best because you can leave if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Pretty much right away.
Oh, you can, you get there and you get there and call an audible within the first 5 minutes. You go, you know what? Actually, this isn't for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't do it like that. I would just say, oh, you know, we said we'd hang out for an hour, and usually I do it during the day, so that if I clear my schedule for actually a few hours, if I actually like him, I want to hang
Yeah.
out with him more, then I have those few hours to go and do whatever, right? But I don't know. I hate committing more than like an hour or so to someone I don't really, if I don't feel the vibe, as the
Yeah.
kids call it. Because I did that mistake, a severe mistake once, and went to the exhibition, which is like a little carnival, and spent 8 hours with someone I didn't really care for, and I'm like, I'm never doing this
Oh
again.
no.
Short and sweet.
Poof. Yeah, I unfortunately made the mistake of doing that for a whole weekend with someone.
A weekend.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Max.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Because yeah, she had come out to visit, and yeah, I'll say that we knew each other, but not knew each other enough from the dating app to where it was like, all right, we've been to dinner, we had one coffee date, and then it was like full weekend, and I was like, oh, I've made a tragic mistake here.
Yeah, that's.
Did you
that's-
just spend
that's a
your
lot.
time in bed the entire time to try to pass the time?
No, I was like, I said, hey, let's go see a movie, because it was like a 3-hour movie, and I was like, okay, this means that we don't have to talk for 3 hours.
Oh my god.
I mean, and it's not like she was like an awful person or anything.
You just didn't-
Just
we had
didn't
no
click.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
we didn't click. There was no chemistry, and it wasn't like I could say, hey, it's Saturday morning, and I'm like, okay, I kind of understand where this would go. But,
Do you think she felt that way or no?
no, I don't think she was like, head over heels for me or anything, but I think that she was probably, I don't know. I think that we both might have felt something, but I don't think that she necessarily was like, oh yeah, I need to leave.
Mm.
I think she was
Mhm.
still trying to figure out the
If it
vibes,
was, yeah.
if that's how the kids say it.
The
The vibe.
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your good vibe. Steel Leg of History, member for 10 months on the duck level. Thank you so much, Steel Leg. Says, I'm slowly getting better. I just had 2 appointments at my physical therapy where I walked out support. I'm slowly getting back to normal walking. Oh, that's awesome to hear. I know getting back to regular movement, full autonomy it sucks when you don't have that. Mark always feels the same way. He hates when he can't do things for himself. So, hope you're healing well, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And hopefully we're entertaining you.
Yeah, and congratulations on, what do you say, kind of starting to walk by himself, yeah?
Yeah. And I have a Cavatano in the chat asking, what 3-hour movie did you choose, Max?
I think at the time it was one of the Marvel movies. I think it might have been Endgame or maybe Infinity War or something.
Okay.
I forget, but I was like, hey, I don't mind watching this film again. And
You're
again,
like, and again, and again.
and again, and yeah. Do you want to see it again, Max? This is our 3rd time seeing it. We don't need to watch
It's
it.
just so good. That moment when all the girls just ran out and started fighting.
Yeah. Oh, it was so empowering to see all the female superheroes gang up together, and yeah.
I did think that was probably one of the silliest scenes in there because
Yeah.
it's just like, how did they know to go together and fight? I thought you just fight whatever you saw in a battle. Makes no
What's so
sense to
funny?
me.
Yeah, no, and you're totally right. And what's so funny about that is like, even people who are normies when it comes to Marvel stuff and just films in general, even they watch that scene and they're like, this is so dumb. This looks terrible. And that's how you
Yeah.
know that it's bad, when even the normies are like, this was awful. That was so,
Yeah.
dumb.
There was more, like I think the scene where Scarlet Witch had to, with her,
Oh.
that is more empowering in the sense like, God, she's literally sacrificing everything for the world. Like that's unfortunately like a girl boss move. Like
Yeah. I agree.
But yeah. I don't think it's a good girl boss move, of course, being put in that situation. But if you have to do it, whew.
I thought it was
That makes sense.
badass seeing Scarlet Witch stand up to Thanos, because she
Oh, yeah.
goes straight up to him and she's
Yeah.
like, "You took everything from me," right? And he says, "I don't even know who you are," and she gets so angry and she's powerful enough to take Thanos on one-on-one for a little bit.
Yeah.
So if anything, that was more empowering, and it's more of a genuine character moment for her.
Yeah.
Because
It was
Thanos
a girl
did
boss
take.
moment.
Well, I
That's
mean,
not a forced girl boss moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even I got hyped from seeing Scarlet Witch stand up to Thanos. So like,
Yeah.
and you guys know me, I hate the girl boss thing, but if even I'm stoked about a scene, like, it's there are things behind it that are more
There's
than
that
just
emotion. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
like he fucked you over. Like, mess him up. I want to see you. I want to see you get your
Yeah.
revenge.
He
Yeah.
literally put you in that situation. So
And I think
sacrifice. That's horrible.
yeah, and I think a lot of guys would say like, oh, well, you're just, people are just intimidated by girl bosses, and it's like, no, we actually love seeing those women do some really badass things. But like you said, Kara, I think when it's forced, it is so pandering that people just
Yeah.
roll their eyes at it. But when it's an actual genuine character moment that makes sense for the story, I think a lot of people really appreciate those moments to see their heroines take charge.
Well, it's like the idea that like, oh, if someone ever did that for me, that like is true, genuine love. Like, I think we can all say that we want something like that. Not that we want to be in that situation, but we can, you know, we maybe have a love in our life or family that we know we would do things like that for, or whatever, to protect them or save them, type of situations.
This is a good question from Andrew Matthews. He says, MVP, would you rather do the long weekend again or watch Ahsoka?
Oh no! At least, oh, and you have to watch Ahsoka without your phone, like literally staring at it.
I just literally have to watch Ahsoka. I mean, is that even a is that even a question? It's definitely the long weekend because one, I get to watch an Avengers film, and two,
Oh wow!
which is way better than Ahsoka. And two, at least like, you know, at least there were good things about it. She's, you know, she was definitely a nice person. It's like it wasn't like it was an awful weekend, but it was long. You could tell by the end of it. It was like, yeah, okay.
Had enough.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a pretty funny question.
That is a good one. Guk with the 38-month resub on Twitch. Happy 38 plus years of friendship. Aww.
38. That is insane.
That's awesome.
Insane. I love it though. I love it.
Makes me happy.
God, this thing looks so good from far away in the camera, but when I look at it, it looks so horrible. But it looks great. Sorry, I'm not a good painter, clearly.
No, I think it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I think it looks cool.
I like it a
I'm
lot,
definitely
yeah.
gonna do more of these paint by numbers. This is actually really fun.
Yeah, that looks dope. I like that a lot. Especially once it's like hung up in your on your wall.
Office.
Yeah, that's gonna be
The
awesome.
office.
You're gonna be like, yeah, I did that.
I did that. I mean, there's lines on it and numbers, but I did that.
They don't have to know that.
That is true. That is very true.
Like, oh, who painted that? I did. They didn't. They didn't include the question of
How?
they weren't they weren't specific. So that's all that matters.
Is lying by
Yeah.
omission a lie?
Because if I come in and I see that painting, and you go, and I go, oh my god, this is so cool. Where'd you get this? And you go, oh, well, I actually painted that. You're not lying.
You're not?
That is
Like,
true.
You
That
did
is
paint
true.
it.
Yeah, I want to do another one. If anyone has any good suggestions that they've seen paint by numbers
Look on
that are
Etsy.
good, let me know. Because
Look on Etsy.
I have a bunch of.
I have one that I found for my sister-in-law that I'm gonna get her.
Ooh.
And
Do you have it at your house now, or?
no, I haven't ordered it yet.
Okay.
But it's on Etsy, so look on Etsy. You might find some really good ones.
Oh, Etsy. I would never think of Etsy, to be honest. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Because I was only looking on Amazon and the actual paint by numbers website, which the paint by numbers have like pretty ones, but they're not, I guess themed or movie themed. So
I'm gonna send you. I just saw that Ryan text me last night.
Kindle.
Yes. Well, he was streaming last night, and I was messing with him in the chat. And I was just talking shit to him. And then he was playing Hogwarts Legacy. He's like, I don't know how to change this. I was like,
Was he trying to transition?
well,
Revelio.
technically, he was trying to do the transmog. So,
Oh,
So I-
yeah, he
So-
was trying to transition.
it was.
Yeah.
So I sent him a link on how to do it, and he was just talking about that. I was gonna send you. I'm sending you the link to the one that I am gonna order.
Okay. Thank you.
It is gorgeous, and I think that you would like this a lot.
Okay. Is it sent yet? Let me know when you send it, so I'm gonna check right away because I want to see it.
All right, friends, I got a question for you guys that might take some thought behind it, some self-reflection, what role do each one of you play in your friend groups?
Oh God.
I try to do the rational role.
I'm gonna say I can agree with that on you for sure.
Like,
I do.
Mother hen.
Yeah,
Kinda.
just to knock some sense into you. Yeah, it's not that crazy, calm down type of situation.
Okay.
That I see Kara's done that for me. I do the same thing too, but I'm trying to think what other weirdo. I'm a weirdo.
That's the role you play.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo in a friend group.
Like a wild card. Okay.
Yeah, I can hang and be crazy partying. I can also be calm. I
adaptive.
think well, you guys can confirm this. I'm a bit of an empath and I reflect the energy that's given, so I can be a little
Yes.
bit of everything.
Yeah.
I sent it, by
you're a
the
jack
way.
of all
It's in
trades.
our
thank you.
it's in our group chat.
Thank you. So, yeah.
I like that. Yeah, jack of all trades. I think that's cool. You don't need to. Yeah, you don't have any specific role or whatnot.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
could see you doing one of those.
So this is for the chat. This is it. You can kind of see it.
Oh my gosh. That's
that
gorgeous.
looks cool.
I don't know
Yes,
if it comes with the
thank you.
paints, but I mean, you can always just buy paints that'll go over to any.
They don't come with paints?
I don't know if it does or not.
It should. Paint by number should always come with paints. Otherwise, why put numbers?
Well, you might be able to just like assign the paint. I don't know. So
Okay.
I think that it would be cool if it does come with paints, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it does or not yet.
Okay.
I
Oh
haven't
well, I mean, I
checked.
don't. Yeah. I'll let you know if I order it. Which most likely I will, because that is a freaking cool painting of like Zorro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you finished One Piece, Kara?
Yes.
Nice.
I freaking
nice.
loved it.
Loved
Oh
it.
my
love
god,
it.
I loved that show. I was so impressed.
They did a wonderful job on that show.
Gut goes, Kara? Rational? Kara is the feisty one. I will be the first one to fight if somebody comes at my friends, though.
But you also come at issues in a very rational way, though. Like I've seen it as well. When there's an issue, you take it to the DMs or whatever to get it sorted out, and you get like genuine apologies based on your actions versus more Twitter fighting.
Yeah, I don't like Twitter fighting. I don't like any of that. That's why I just go straight to the person who's like, hey, you're being dumb. What you're doing is wrong. Like,
That's a lie.
cut it out.
hmm
So,
Yeah.
Max, who are
Yeah.
you? Or what are you?
And see, this is where my like self-reflection or my introspectiveness, I need to do more of it in terms of with questions like this, because I think that the thing that's also really difficult is that I have so many different friend groups. I have like jock type of sports military friends, who are just super I don't
Rowdy?
know, we're rowdy and brash and funny and goofy and not really that many deep conversations, but just like just boys, just bros, right? But then I have like really I have like friend groups like y'all where it's more deep conversations and thought processes, and we love to have those night, like in Dallas where it's like staying up till 2 having great conversations and stuff. So I don't really know where I fit in. I kind of fit in with all of those groups, but I don't know what role I play for each one. And I don't know if I could say
You
that.
can play a different role for each group, though, because
Yeah.
each friend group needs a different role.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So I guess I'd play the chameleon then. that I can kind of that I can basically fit into any of these groups and still just be me. Like I don't need to play a different part. I can still be Max, but I'm just Max in a different group, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it totally makes sense.
But in terms of what role, yeah, I really don't know. I'd like to think I'm kind of the rational thinker or peacekeeper, but at the same time, I mean, I can get pretty angry at stuff, so I don't know.
I have never seen you upset. Genuinely, never seen you upset. I've seen you tired and happy.
Yeah, I think I can get pretty whenever I think the reason is whenever I get genuinely upset, I retreat back into myself, so I don't talk to others.
I do
So
the same
that's
thing.
yeah. So I think that's probably why most people go, "Oh, Max, I've never really seen you like this, or I've never really seen you upset." And it's like, that's by design, you know? That's because I don't want you to see that part of me. It's kind of like that thing of like, should men cry in public? Which like, I think a lot of people would say no, because it's not something that you as a man should display because it shows weakness. Though it may show emotional maturity, or like that you're more in tune with your emotions or whatever, it's still a weakness and it can be taken advantage of. So there are a lot of different aspects of that. What do you guys think? Do you think men should cry in public? Or
It's for a very good reason, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like, you know, deaths, births, get married, proposals, those
Yeah.
big
Ooh,
moments. Like,
married. That's an interesting one.
I put that in there because some people do cry and when you see your bride coming down the aisle
Sure.
and whatnot, or if you get broken up with, like, I think genuinely like that's probably an okay time to cry in public if it was happening in public,
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Like, I think if I'm trying to think of something where we've seen someone, the Starbucks employee that got upset about how hard it is to work there. I mean, yes, it is hard. Working is hard, but you have to do it in order to live. And I wouldn't necessarily videotape it and post it on the internet.
Yeah.
That's you go cry in
Yeah.
your own time.
Yeah,
That's
go
it.
to
That's
the
moment.
go to the storage closet, have yourself a cry, and come back out.
So I don't know. I think for your major good and your major bad moments, like that is more than fine.
Interesting. I find that I find it so. I think that's why I always enjoy these conversations a lot, because I get so many different perspectives. Because normally I would think, no, I don't want my husband to cry at our wedding. Even if he sees me and I'm gorgeous.
No,
I
he
do not
better
want
cry
him
because
crying.
I'm not amazingly gorgeous.
Damn right.
No, see, I would think she'd be like, no, I want him to look, confident and strong and stern and handsome.
Absolutely
and
not. I want emotion. Like, it's an
I
emotional
want-
day.
I want him to be blubbering as I walk up down the aisle.
No, I don't want that, but like a tear.
Just a tear where you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be part of the rest of my life. This is amazing. Like,
Mhm.
that's how I felt like kind of that when I got married, and I hope that Mark felt the same way, which I think he did. So I think that's a more than fine time to cry. And people, yeah, sure, normalize crying, but you still need to have normal civility and humility for the good, okay times to cry and some of the not so okay times to cry.
Crying doesn't need to be
I
public.
have.
It
yeah,
doesn't need to be a
I've-
spectacle.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to film it for TikTok.
No, you don't.
Yes. Yeah. I've heard Mark talk about you, X-Ray. I think whatever he was feeling on that wedding day, overall, I think he was very happy and very pleased. Like I said, we've gotten to spend some time together in Vegas, and he thinks the world of you. So,
Oh, thank you for telling me that.
of course.
Oh.
Whereas, like when he talks about you, I'm like, she's all right. No, I'm
Wow.
kidding.
That's whenever I
I'm
say,
like, I'm happy for you, Mark.
fine,
That sounds
say
good.
that. I'll steal her.
I know. Kara's been trying to
Oh.
steal me since we met her.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mark has
I know.
competition.
I know. And well, let's just say we did some public displays of affection on our last gaming stream.
Ooh.
We did.
I might
We
have.
did. We
Does
got
that mean I
ex-
have to go? I have to go back and rewatch that stream. then,
Yeah.
I guess.
There was like intense touching. I want to see Max's face in that moment.
Intense touching. I will. Maybe I'll video record myself and send it to the group chat.
You're gonna laugh. You'll laugh.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh says he's talking about our last conversation, but he says I tend to fall into the nurturing caretaker dad role. If you need a DD, I got you. If you need a snack, I got you. Need a friend, emotional support, I got you. Yeah, I definitely can see that, Josh, especially at the comic conventions and stuff. Like, yeah, you're definitely that guy. And he says, I feel like you and I are similar in the fact that it's rare for people to see us angry, and that's for a reason. It's hard to get us there, but when it happens, it's not good at all. Yeah, I think men need to be capable of that, though. Like, I think that's actually that is by design, because you don't want to always show off your anger or show off those moments, because once you do bring out that anger, it needs to be purposeful. So like in Los Angeles, like I was telling you guys, I was up there Friday. Like if anything were to happen, I'm cool, calm, collected, but if something were to happen, I need to bring out that anger in order to be protecting and to be able to make something happen. And for a lot of people, it's scary. Like they're not used to seeing their friend or their boyfriend or their family member or their brother, whoever it is, get that angry in order to protect. It's a scary moment, but I think it's really necessary for men to have that within them.
Yes.
It's
be
like
that person.
in the animal kingdom, if something tries to come and attack you, all the animals try to fluff up their feathers or whatever to look big so that
Right.
it threatens them to hopefully stand down. It's a
Hi, Gus.
what do you call it? It's
Defense mechanism?
defense mechanism. So, hopefully, they back down and then you don't have to actually beat them up or whatever, right?
Yeah. Or if you do have to beat them up, like, it's you have to get to a next level amount of I don't know, you just have to go to a place that you're not normally there and people don't normally see, and I think that's why people get scared, is because they're like, oh my god, I've never seen you like that. And it's like, well, yeah, because why should you see me like that? It should only be like in a life or death situation or a situation like that where it needs to be brought out.
Yep. And, like Mark always tells me, like, if we're in any situation, I need you to just leave me, because if I have to defend and the things that I have to do to defend, I don't think you want to see me do it, and I don't want you to ever have to look at me like differently. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
scary notion, but he's right, because one, you could potentially get hurt if you're near a situation like that, so it's better for you to leave. And two, if you do watch him do something that's pretty horrific, would you be able to? I mean, I know that you would be able to look at him the same way, but for a lot of women, they would be like, "Oh, I don't know the man who I just saw," right? So it's tough. It's tough, but
It's definitely a hard situation to be in if you're ever in that. Hopefully, you never have to. So.
yeah.
Yeah, my husband says the
But-
same thing. He's just like, if I tell you to go, you go.
Yeah.
Like in a situation like that.
Jay the Deep-Minded, good morning. Thank you for being here, and I hope that you are doing well. She is also in the hospital dealing with some stuff, so we are praying for your healing and praying for you to get better. She says, "Nice painting, Max. Like this color scheme. I'm jonesing so bad for my plastic crack."
Oh.
Well, hopefully we can. Hopefully we're helping you here get your fix in with your plastic crack while you're watching us.
Max, I have a question for you. Have you bought 10E? You want to learn 10E? 10th edition?
Oh, I was like 10E. I bought the 10th edition rulebook.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll play 10th edition, but I will definitely read the rules, and I'm following all the different factions right now. So
'Cause I want to buy it, and I haven't yet, and I was looking on where to get it, and of course, there's not many places that have it, so.
Oh wait, like the 10th edition box set or the 10th edition rulebook?
Rulebook.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, if you get the 10th edition box set, you're gonna get all the Tyranid models and the Space Marines models.
Oh, I mean, like, I would love that, but you definitely can't find that around here. I'm done.
Oh, snap.
You're done? All right, let me switch over to your.
Yeah, I want to
thing.
see, I want to see, I want to see.
it.
Guys, go to X-Ray Girl's channel so you can see this beautiful painting in full screen. Holy crap. That is so
Gorgeous.
pretty.
Really cool.
Very nice, very nice.
And then
You
I'll
should-
put it in front of me.
You should definitely, like, put that in a nice matted frame and
Mhm.
display it.
Huh.
That would be so nice.
Ooh, you know what you need to do too? Like a authentic classic painter X-rays. You need to sign the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I'll get my metallic pen and do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. That means I have to move my project set over to my actual office now.
That looks so cool. Oh my god, I love that.
This was the last thing I wanted to do, so I didn't have to move things before I go there. So I have a project this week.
Oh,
I love it so much.
that is so
Man.
beautiful.
Thanks, John. Thanks,
Coming
Mom.
in. Coming in with a $20 super chat. Josh is crushing it this morning. I can't believe $20. Come on, man. You were too kind. You were too generous.
I
He
thought you were
says,
about to say
"Since I
$20. Why didn't you do 25?
Oh. Cheesecake Factory. Why didn't we go to Fleming's? Come on. Yeah, Josh, come on. Well, he did. Okay, so to be fair, he did $19.99, so it's not fully $20. So I guess I can't give him.
Ooh.
I guess I can't give him the credit.
That 1
But,
cent makes a difference.
It makes a
Yes.
difference. Come on, Josh. What are we doing over here, man? Give me that. I want the
mean,
full.
A
We already
penny's about
know-
as important as an inch. So.
Every inch
Ooh,
counts.
We're size we're size kings and queens over on this channel. So Josh says, since I present as masculine and have conservative values, I found that a lot of straight men feel comfortable allowing themselves to be emotional in front of me. They know I'm not going to judge or question masculinity. I can see that, man. I mean, I've had plenty of deep conversations with you about, previous experiences and relationships, PTSD, all that kind of stuff. And you've always been super open and honest with those conversations. So, because normally it's tough for guys because they want that. If they do want to talk about that stuff to a female, they risk looking weak. But to
Yep.
another man, it can also be seen as, men don't necessarily always know how to respond to that type of emotional response. So Josh does a very good job about being that shoulder when someone needs it to cry on. So, but dude, well, all right. Let's give him, $19.99. Thank you, sir. So appreciate the super chat, and yeah, you are our favorite otter. Though I may be the stereotypical, version of what an otter looks like, you are our favorite otter. I think that's fair to say.
I think I am Kara's favorite otter.
You are my favorite otter. She was playing an otter in Party Animals.
when we were touching each other.
Yep,
Ooh.
it's great.
Okay, I ordered the Zorro painting.
Oh, you did?
Wow.
Well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I didn't think I'd finish this today, so I like the paint by numbers. I might even just do it for fun for myself and just,
Yeah.
you know, relaxing if I end up, because I have a couple projects. I have my Woobles and my Warhammers and my Gundams still to do. So
Ooh. Yeah.
I'll finish
paint-
the.
I want to try one.
You should. I think you'd enjoy just relaxing and painting.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the conversations have been excellent, so it's been like kind of mindless to just be told what to do in the painting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So-
tough to kind of be present, you know, while painting, while having like deep conversations and also trying to paint really well. So,
Oh.
Josh is wondering, wait, X-ray, if you're an otter, does that mean you're hairy?
I waxed that off. Why could I let myself
Oh,
be
that's
hairy?
smart.
Yeah.
Well, I
I,
thought
as an
laser's
Asian, I
the
don't
way
have
to
a lot
go.
of. Huh?
I thought laser's the way to go.
Laser is the way to go.
It is. I did laser on very minute, specific areas because it's also expensive.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
And I'm
it
not
is.
that hairy. Not that hairy. And if I get pregnant, there's a high chance of the hair coming back. So I
Oh, I
always
did not
thought-
know that.
Mhm.
yeah,
Your hormones will
Yeah.
change.
yeah. So you grow it all back. Most of the time, not all the time, but you never know. I'd rather not pay thousands of dollars and then get my vast amount of skin area hair back. But I'm not
Right.
like, I did like my face and like my bikini line, like 3 hairs that are there. So that was it.
I did from the waist down.
Damn.
That's a
smart.
lot. That's a lot of money. Oh my god.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of surface area.
Yeah. A lot of weeks of pain.
Worth it though, I think. in the
Very
long
worth
run,
it.
right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is.
I think I do like
Capitano-
a touch-up shave like once every like 3 months.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's it. Shit.
I was gonna say, Cavatano, can you put in the chat what clear coat what is it called? This clear matte coat you're talking about? Because I have no idea.
You talking about a lacquer?
He says get gloss or matte clear coat spray to protect your paintings.
I actually have some.
I have this, which is wait, is this the base? No, this is the base. I have the Citadel varnish. Is the varnish the overcoat? Yeah, this is the overcoat. Would that work? Maybe for
I-
Warhammer on a painting.
I think
Was
that
something
is
up-
going to be too. I think that's good. I mean, that's very small. Well, I know you've got a spray.
Yeah, like would this work? You think, chat? I don't know.
What kind of?
If it's a
paints did you
spray, I
do?
think-
Was it acrylic?
I could say yes. It's definitely not oil. Hi, Ray Bam.
I think the other question would be, is it gloss or matte?
This feels more matte, although it looks glossy in this light. Oh, actually, it looks glossy. Yeah, it looks glossy.
Yeah, I would just double check maybe online just so that.
Yeah.
Because would you prefer your painting to be more glossy?
I mean, I don't really care. I just think it looks pretty.
No.
And you don't want to ruin
don't-
it. I would do a spot test first before you spray the whole thing.
Smart.
Maybe do like one of the corners.
Little corner, and then then
Yeah.
try it. Yeah, because I have tons of paint, so I was gonna throw it all away, but maybe I'll keep at least one line of it.
Yeah. Let me
So-
see.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Cause do you spray your models with the varnish afterwards? Both of you?
I typically don't. I'm bad about that.
I'm just starting to do it, but so I have here, I'll show the camera. I have Citadel Color Technical Storm Shield, and then I have the Technical Ard coat. So one is gloss, one is matte. And I'm trying to determine how I want to use them. So I haven't done it in the past, but I want to start doing it because I can already see some of the paint chipping on some of my models. So.
Oh, and getting that color perfect would be a pain in the butt.
Yes, yeah, especially if you have to mix or if you forget what color you're using to make sure that that stuff stays on. Now, the question is, X-Ray, what's your next project gonna be? Are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish off the one that I didn't, which is the Warhammer one.
Okay, I have
Nice,
three
okay.
different
'Cause I still
options
have-
for you. Sorry, I just went and checked my craft room, and I have 3 different clear coat options for you.
Let me share your screens in front of there.
Let's see.
Do you have a
So,
candle going? It was hidden behind my Streamlabs.
yes, I do have
love
a
it.
candle. So
Love it.
first thing I have is this Mod Podge clear acrylic sealer. So that's gonna be an option. Second is this Treehouse
Matte.
clear acrylic matte coating, which is the same as the Mod Podge.
Okay.
And then
And this is just at a craft store, or was this specifically like a model?
Mod Podge you can get at a craft store. This is Krylon crystal clear acrylic coating. You can probably get at like a hardware store, but it's also going to be in the same area as a
A hardware store. Okay. I might. That would be the closest thing to me, at least here, because we don't have a lot of.
This is from Hobby Lobby. Do you have Hobby Lobby?
No, but we have a version of that called Michael's here. Which
Oh yeah, you can
I
get these at
check.
Michael's.
Okay, so
Yeah,
maybe
you
that
can
when I go
definitely
to,
get the Mod Podge from Michael's.
I'll go to Costco in the city at some point, and then I'll make sure I go visit a craft store. So that'll be exciting. Okay, so then I can get this all nice and done up, and hopefully have it in display in my room. I also need to get more frames.
So this Krylon, this crystal clear, is only like $8. So.
Oh, that's so cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
do need
would
something like that.
recommend either the Krylon or the Mod Podge.
The Mod Podge is going to be easier for me to remember.
Yeah. Now, I'll send you a picture of these.
Thank you. Thank you. You're awesome.
Yeah, I went and ran in my craft room and I was like, I know we have these. I need to go look and see what they are.
Yeah. If only I lived down the road from you so I could just come over and steal it.
Yes. I would be perfectly fine with that.
Oh my gosh. Also, I don't know how the gun laws work in the States. Do I have to get like a license in order to have guns? Or how does that work?
In North
Just out of
Carolina, you don't have to. And in Texas, you don't have to.
Okay.
But if you want to like conceal carry, it's always good to have one just in case.
I wanted to, so my brother, he was doing a competition called IPSC, which is like an international gun shooting competition, or can get to. And I mean, he's probably not at that level according to him. I mean, I watched him shoot, but it's really hard because I wasn't allowed close to the gun range area where they were actually shooting. So I don't know if he actually was hitting any targets or not. But it looked fun. It looked so fun.
I love
When was the last
shooting.
time you've gotten to go shooting?
To actually shoot a gun, 2014 maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a minute.
We don't shoot guns much here. And I mean, both my brothers all have guns, and if I wanted to own a handgun, I can't because the laws here have banned you buying, bringing in, or transferring handgun ownership. I can borrow though. I can borrow it, but I can only use what's here. So if I wanted to have my own handgun, I can't. I physically cannot own a handgun
That's ridiculous.
Damn. You're kind
unless
of like
it's in
in
the
Gary.
States.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're kind of in Gary's situation.
Yeah,
where
it's
you,
something
like, physically can't.
Yeah. High end.
Like, if you went to prison, what role do you think you would fall into?
Oh.
I would be
Ooh.
someone's like girlfriend.
Someone's
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Is that what you're about to say?
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
I would become what do you call it? Pay for gay. I get your protection for being your girlfriend. You know.
Encrypt, she's in Canada.
I
would-
That's why. Sorry, somebody says, pretty sure we can't have handguns. Sounds like Canada. It's like, yeah, she's in Canada.
Yeah, I'm in Canada.
yeah, you nailed it. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question. I feel like I would just be the quiet, resourceful one. Like I wouldn't want to make too much noise, because you don't want to stand out in prison, right? You don't
No.
want
Nope.
to be. You just kind of want to blend in. Like if nobody knows who you are, even better. You just kind of want to be the guy in the back. You don't necessarily want to make too much noise or be known as something. So, I mean, I think at some point you have to choose your affiliation, because I think in prison they will kind of divvy
The
themselves up.
segregation.
Correct, right. This group will join with this group against these two groups, and it's mainly based off of race. And but yeah, so I feel like I would just, you know what? I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna do my thing.
Uh-huh.
Just no one fucking talk to me. You almost want to present yourself as like tough,
But not
so
too
you're
tough.
quiet, but not,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Like someone tried to steal your pudding. What would you do?
You would if someone steals my pudding.
Yeah, like your dessert on your tray, like the best part of your meal. Would you fight them? Would you let
Someone-
it happen?
Oh, see, that's a good question, because do you display dominance over that person for stealing your pudding? Or do you just let it happen and be someone's bitch?
Yeah, because I would be someone's bish.
Like
Fish.
someone's like, what's up, pudding bitch? You got my pudding for me today? Pudding
Yeah.
bitch?
Yeah, are you gonna fight back or are you gonna let it happen? Because I'd let it happen.
I
I
think
think.
I think you have to fight. I think you would have to, or you would just have to be so insane that you stab them with your spork, says Josh. So.
Kara, you would
That
be
too.
someone's girlfriend?
Yeah, I'd be the girlfriend.
I'm too delicate to want to fight other women.
Yeah. Bitches be
Is
crazy.
Like, I
it,
probably could, but I don't want to. If it was like 3 months, maybe I could toughen and pretend to be tough. But if it's longer than that, I don't know. I need that. I need that protection.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, well, because then you could let them do your dirty work, right? Like if you're someone's bish, and they're just like, hey, you're mine now. If anything happens to you, at least you know you have protection from them.
Yeah.
That is it. I don't want to have to be the tough person. 'Cause I'm not inherently the tough person. But then again, I've lived a cushy life where I didn't have to put myself out there often in terms of protecting myself or family.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You've done more. You probably had more incidences where you had to maybe assert dominance in order to get stuff done or whatever, even for work,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, in the military, it's a really delicate ecosystem because it's animal kingdom, right? It's like if you don't, like right off the bat, you have to assert yourself, and if you're not in a dominant position, you'll be it's like more so in boot camp. You'll be seen as weak, so you almost have to come off with this like false sense of strength and confidence and arrogance. Even if you don't know something, you have to act like you know, like you do, if that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Make it till you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also have to be genuine. So, like, one of the biggest things that they just kept repeating over and over again to us was, don't be an asshole. Like, the quickest way to get people to turn against you is if you're an asshole. If you're genuine, if you're confident, but if you're also very, strong and if you're a good leader, people will follow you. But the second you turn into an asshole, people will immediately hate you and they'll turn on you. But it's a fine line between dominance and confidence.
Yeah. I agree.
Interesting.
Josh says it's an animal kingdom and Max is a poor little otter.
Oh my god.
Poor
Oh
What's
my
Max.
Josh
gosh.
again? What's his animal?
Josh, I think, is an otter.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely not a twink, but he's definitely not a bear. But he's not a, what was it, Josh? A twunk?
The
You
hell?
guys heard about a twunk?
If I've never heard of an otter, I don't think I know what a twunk is.
I like how we have casual music going, crafts, but talking about guns
So
and
I got-
being someone's bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, I got called a twunk the other day by another one of our gay friends, and he was like, "Yeah, Max is definitely a twunk. He's not an otter. A twunk is just a twink, but with muscles." And I was like, "No, I don't think so. I don't think that's."
Oh.
And I was like, hell no, am I gonna
No,
go down
no.
for this?
no. No.
So it's a twink and a hunk mixed together, and it's a twunk. So
I mean, if you were truly gay, I think that wouldn't be a bad way to be called, you know? If you were truly. Oh, that sounds
If I-
kind of cute.
yeah,
Twunk.
I think if I were gay, I mean, I don't think I would mind being a twunk. That's a good.
Yeah.
It's a good delineation, but is Josh a twunk? That's the question, though. I think
Better.
he's more of an otter than a twunk, because twunks are like super hairless, but like with a ton of muscles. Oh my goodness. We also have forgotten to talk about what a wolf is, but that might have to be left for the next stream.
Yeah, it's already past
There's
noon.
so many titles. There's so many titles. The heck?
Josh, you'll have to enlighten us on what a wolf is next time, because yeah, I'm genuinely curious. Is it like the next evolution from otter?
Oh
Who
my
knows?
god.
Yeah,
Well, do we know any wolves in the...
in the community. I feel like a wolf would be skinny but super hairy. Right? No?
I could see that.
I don't know these gay
Gay
titles.
terminology.
The gay knowledge. The gay lingo.
Yeah. What are the terms for women? There need to be good terms for guys. Get all the
We
cool,
got
great terms.
the dykes. We got the femmes, the
Oh,
butches, the...
oh
that's
yeah.
as far as I
guess
know.
A
I don't know,
dyke and
chat.
a butch, I feel like would be.
But there's also
Fairly
kind of in between. But I think most kind of fall into one or the other, right? That I know of. That I know of. All right. Probably have to get going soon, guys. I need lunch.
I know, I'm
And you-
hungry.
And you guys have a stream coming up after this, right?
We got lots of streams today.
Sunday,
Oh my God.
Sunday.
Stop. Simcast?
Have you
Oh
heard
my
anything
gosh.
about that? I haven't heard about it for this weekend.
She usually does a group chat by the day of.
Okay, yeah, I'm not in a group chat, so
I'm not in a group chat either.
okay. We'll see. Well, I
oh,
know
wait.
she's in. I know she's out of town right now, so that's probably why.
Oh, Frank just messaged, so you might get a message from him.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah. But anyways, chat, you've been wonderful. I love you, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yes. Bye, chat. Have a
Yeah,
wonderful
thank
day.
you guys for hanging out this morning. We love all these conversations. You can see us tonight for Max's Man Cave and watch these two lovely ladies this afternoon for their Sunday Fun Day or for Simcast or whatever they got going on later. But thank you guys as always, and we'll talk to y'all soon. See you guys.